David here with Figboot on Pens, back again with another pen review. Today I have for you the latest seasonal release from Tactile Turn. While I typically review fountain pens, I am not a fountain pen snob. Ballpoints, roller balls, and gel pens definitely have their purpose, and there are many I use a great deal. I always carry around a Retro 51 with my Hobonichi notebook. And I always have a roller ball on my desk whenever I need to write something that's not particularly fountain pen friendly. Lately, my desk pens have been these seasonal releases from Tactile Turn. If you're not familiar with these releases, about a year ago, Tactile Turn began releasing one new roller ball each 4 months, spring, summer, winter, and fall. The first release was called Safety First. Then there was the Overlander. Following that was the Nautilus. And then the previous release was the Stealth. These are not limited editions. Rather than a limited number, they are only available for a set period of time, typically around 2 months. They have stock on hand and will continue making these pens for as many orders as they receive during that period of time. And then the pen will be retired and not produced again. They've been a really big success for the company, and it really helps that on each of these releases that they have really hit it out of the park. So what have they come up with this time around? It arrives in this narrow box. It has a nice teal debossing of their logo. Included is this very cool metal card as well, talking about the inspiration behind the pen. They've included cards like these in each of their seasonal releases. I think it's a really nice touch. The box slides up, and inside we have a pen. This is the Tactile Turn GT. Now, the inspiration behind the color scheme of this pen was the classic Ford GT40 sports car and its iconic paint scheme. There have been several versions of this car produced over the years, beginning with a version in 1964. The most recent version from 2021 has an MSRP of $500,000. There have been 1964 models which have sold for over $7 million. The GT in the car stands for Grand Touring, and the 40 refers to the overall height of the car in inches, which is not very tall. Just take a look at the doorknob in your house. Those are typically around 36 inches, so imagine a car just 4 inches taller. The car has come in several colors over the years, but this baby blue, bright orange, and white circles where the number of the car would be is a classic look for this sports car. The pen is made from titanium and coated in Cerakote to match the color scheme of the car. Cerakote is a thin coating of ceramic that's applied to the surface of a pen. Once the coating is cured, it provides many benefits. Besides looking nice, it is abrasion and chemical and temperature and scratch resistant. The treatment is a good way to add some color to a titanium pen without adding any serious weight or thickness. And I think they've done a really good job of representing the colors of that car in this pen with the blue and the orange and the white. The GT is a version of Tactile Turn's popular side-click models. I've reviewed a number of that model before. It's available in 3 different sizes. There is the standard, which is 5.8 inches in length. There is the short, which is 5.3 inches. Then there is the mini, which comes in at 4.6 inches. This pen is one of Tactile Turn's side-click models, like I said. You depress the knock to extend the tip and then use the pen. And then you press this little button on the side, and then when it retracts, you hear that click. Okay, let's take a closer look at the GT. Here's the knock. The edges are smooth and the top is flat. Then we have the clip. On the end of the clip, this particular pen is engraved with GT in a circle, harkening back to the number on the side of a race car. One of the cool things about this pen is that you can choose the number that you have on the clip. You can have a number from 0 to 9, or like I have on this particular pen, the GT. At the top of the clip, we have 2 exposed screws coated in white Cerakote. While I love the looks, I will say that some of the Cerakote has been worn off by the action of screwing them in. I'm not quite sure what could have been done to touch that up, but it's a very minor imperfection. On the underside of the clip, it is engraved with Tactile turn and the year the pen was manufactured. With the Cerakote, it kind of makes the engraving a bit tough to see, but it's there. I really like how they put the year of manufacture on the pen, especially since it's kind of hidden there. I will say that this clip is rather stiff. It is a rather tight fit if you want to use it in a pocket, and it's very tough to use with thicker material like a pen sleeve. A distinctive feature of most Tactile turn pens is the exterior groove, which extends the length of the barrel. The Cerakote mutes the groove a little bit as compared to some of Tactile turn's exposed metal pens, but I really like the feeling when rubbing a finger against it. I also like the feeling of it against the inside of my palm when writing. It's one of those pens that I find myself fidgeting with, whether it's rubbing my thumb against the grooves or playing with the side click mechanism. The barrel of the GT is straight until it tapers down at the end. In this picture, you can make out the seams signifying the transition between the barrel and what you removed to change the refill, but with the naked eye, you really can't even see that. And this is what it looks like with the tip extended. In order to refill the pen, you unscrew the end. I will say it's a bit squeakier than I thought it would be. The standard model comes with a Pilot G2 0.7mm refill, which is a gel ink. The short model comes with the Schmidt Easy Flow 9000 in medium, and then the mini comes with the mini version of the same Pilot G2 refill. The GT is available on the Tactile Turn website. I will put a link to it in the notes below. The price for all three sizes is $149, which has been the same price as some of their previous seasonal releases. The latest release, the Stealth, was a little bit more, but I think this pen has a lot going for it. I love the color scheme, and I love the theme of the pen. And the pen itself is unique, performs well, and is very well made. As I mentioned, it'll be available for a limited amount of time. I believe they're available until March 26, 2022, and then they will be gone forever. Okay, thanks go out to Tactile Turn for providing this pen for review. Now it's time to take a look at some measurements, size comparisons, and a writing sample. Here we go with some size comparisons for the Tactile Turn GT. I just really love the color scheme of this pen. In regard to some size comparisons, this is what it looks like with the Nautilus, which is the exact same design, but just a different color scheme. This is what it looks like with the Stealth, which is another seasonal release, but a different design. This is their kind of bolt action pen. And then in regard to a couple of other Tactile Turn models, this is another bolt action pen. It's very similar to the Stealth. And then here is one. This was either called the Mover or the Shaker. I can't quite remember what it was. One was larger than the other one. This is the smaller of the two. And then also, this was a knife that they produced on it for a Kickstarter to where you can extend that, and it is a knife, which works very well. And then finally, this is one of my favorite pens from them. This is one of their bolt action, but this is with the Damascus steel. And I just love the look of the Damascus steel. And the bolt action on here is incredibly smooth. And this is what it looks like in comparison to the GT. Here we go with the writing sample for the Tactile Turn GT. We'll say this is the seasonal. And this was a Pilot G2 refill. Yeah, this is a little bit different just because you're not going to get line variation or need to worry about how the ink dries and things like that. But in regard to some fast writing, it's very smooth. I do enjoy this this gel ink. The G2 was one of my favorite refills. Yeah, that's just very smooth and very nice. So there we have the Tactile Turn GT. I think that Tactile Turn really knocked it out of the park again. They've done a fantastic job on their seasonal releases, and I love this one, and can't wait to see what they come out with in the next seasonal release. Until next time, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later.